Alright, welcome back. Buhari, Afenifere, Ohaneze, Arewa Youth, Sage disagree on NAS summon. Alright, the news in detail. Chairman, Presidential Advisory Committee Against Corruption, PACAC, Professor Itse Sage San has disagreed with regional socio-cultural groups Afenifere, Ohaneze, and Arewa Youth, who are accusing President Muhammadu Buhari of undermining the nation's democracy by failing to honor the summon by the House of Representatives over the security challenges facing the country. However, Professor Sage, in an interview, said that Nigerians should not forget that the president is not only the head of the executive but also head of state. He said the right of summoning people to National Assembly does not extend to the president. It extends to the ministers and people in parastatals and so on who are implementing policies which are supported by budgets that has been passed by them. Alright, but Mr. Yinka Odumakin, spokesman of Afenifere, a socio-cultural organization of the Yoruba people, said that action showed that President Buhari believes he is above the law. President Buhari thinks he is above the law. You are the one obeying the constitution. He is not obeying the constitution. He sees himself as a martial ruler, that the Senate is lower to him. He is not a democratic person. If the National Assembly has the balls, they should set impeaching the president in motion. But if they cannot, they are just figureheads. He has the mentality that he is above the rule of law. Buhari didn't run for the presidency for posterity's sake of the country, but for its sake, he stated. Same way Uche Achi Opaga, National Publicity Secretary of Ohaneze Ndigbo, said that President Buhari has only exhibited that Nigeria is under civil rule and not a democracy. Only Yerima Shetima, National President, Arewa Youth Consultative Forum, AYCF, said President Buhari's action is undemocratic. Okay, Dr. Dogo Isuwa, National Publicity Secretary, Middle Belt Leaders Forum, said that President Buhari should have honored the invitation for democracy's sake. All right, and that has been said so far. Okay, and as it has been said that Afenifere, Ohaneze, Arewa Youth, Sage disagree on NAS summon. Meanwhile, National Assembly is constitutionally competent to summon President Buhari. All right, and then by Mike Zekome, I said that I have just read with against and trepidation a statement credited to the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, AGF, Mr. Abubakar Malami San, to the effect that the National Assembly NAS has no power to summon the president over his operational use of the armed forces. I am more disturbed with the AGF's stance because the president has already voluntarily agreed to appear before the NAS under Section 217, 218, and 219 of the 1999 Constitution. The president cannot carry out the operational use of the armed forces without the NAS concurring or empowering him to do so. In fact, under Section 219B, the composition of the armed forces of the Federation must reflect the federal character of Nigeria, and it is only the NAS that has the powers to make laws regulating how the president has commander-in-chief of the armed forces carry out the operational use of the armed forces. The president can never do so alone. So Mr. President is subject to the scrutiny of the NAS as to why the strategies so far employed by Mr. President to combat insecurity have abysmally failed Nigeria, and why he has continued to retain service chiefs whose tenure of office has since expired and who have since outlived their usefulness, efficiency, and effectiveness. All right, and then as it is, there is nothing secret or confidential about the Nigerian security situation as the AGF wants us to believe. The AGF must be living in another utopian world, not the same world of reality, where the entire governors of the Northeast and the entire northern establishment and elites, including the Sultan of Sokoto, the ACF, and the NEF, who have all decried the terrible insecurity situation in the north. Indeed, the Sultan said without contradiction that the north is the most hazardous and perilous place to live in Nigeria today. So where is the AGF getting his misinformation about the reclaiming of over 14 local government areas allegedly previously controlled by the Boko Haram form? Okay, is there anybody in Nigeria today, including even the toddlers, who do not know that the entire security architecture and apparatchik of Nigeria is over 98% controlled and located in one section and one region of this pluralistic, multi-ethnic, multi-religious, and multi-linguistic country called Nigeria? All right, I therefore wholeheartedly and most vehemently disagree with the said statement credited to the AGF to the effect that the National Assembly is not constitutionally competent to invite Mr. President to come and address it on national security issues. That piece of advice is wrong, and wrong. I am amazed that the presidential aides and spokesperson to Mr. President, such as Minister of Information Mr. Lai Mohammed, the AGF Mr. Femi Adesina, and Mr. Garuba Shehu, do not give Mr. President the right and correct advice as to how to move the nation forward. They constantly engage in sophistry, in inanities, and ineffective liberal disquisition, which do not in any way help to re-engineer the national will, what the late K.O. Mbadiwe would refer to as national risorgimento. All right, and then President Muhammadu Buhari must realize that history will judge him for good or bad. Okay, not his attorney general or spokesperson. What Nigerians will remember in the future will be the Buhari's administration, not the Abubakar Malami, Lai Mohammed, Femi Adesina, or Garba Shehu administration. This is because, as former American President Harry Truman once put it, the buck stop here. All right, and then a lot of things have been said so far on this one, and then as it is, Nigerians have been of the opinion that, well, the truth of the matter is, if Buhari believes that he can listen to all these people, they will not help him, because in future this country will not be called in the name of any other person than the leader who is Buhari. So you can't say, okay, because I am the president, because I have subordinates, anything my subordinate tells me is what I still have to do. Mr. President, now your name dey reign. That is what Nigerians are saying. That is what is being said right now. Now your name dey reign. na you be the leader, na your name they go call. Be it your subordinate, be it Femi Adesina, all your PAs will not be mentioned. You are the one that is ruling the country, and it's your name that will be on board, that you did well or you did not perform well. All right, that is it on this one. Meanwhile, let me have your take on this. Have a nice day.